Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang Stadium at Westbury High School for tonight's Mid-Penn Canonian Division boys soccer matchup between the Whistling Boiling Springs Bubblers and your West Perry Mustangs. Now let's meet the teams. First, for the Bubblers, wearing number 7, Dylan Olsek. Wearing number 12, Joseph Sellers. Wearing number 13, Adler Hornbeck. Wearing number 15, Logan Sokolowski. Wearing number 16, Ryan Young. Wearing number 17, Caleb Wasilewski. Wearing number 18, Andrew Giesemann. Wearing number 22, Tristan Sieber. Wearing number 24, Luke Becker. Wearing number 25, Noah Mandel. And wearing number 32, Shay Sporer. The Bubblers are coached by Matt Brenner, Chris Lees, Nathan Bernice, and Rob Waynick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your West Perry Mustangs. Wearing number 22, Garrett Barlow. Wearing number 20, Josiah Twig. Wearing number 29, Andrew Rieslinger. Wearing number 4, Zach Byers. Wearing number 3, Justin Clay. Wearing number 12, Ethan Dotson. Wearing number 16, Caleb Nickel. Wearing number 18, Kyle Port. Wearing number 10, Mason Sano. Wearing number 7, Bryce Turok. And wearing number 2, Tanner Sigler. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the first night of PIAA Officials Appreciation Week. Without our officials, we would not be having a game here today. So let's give a round of applause to our officials here this evening. Joshua Doberman, Robert Merline, and Robert Sigler. Hey, son, if you would, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps to honor America as we play the national anthem. From Westbury High School Mustang Stadium here in Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania, we got Westbury boys soccer in a huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup against the Bowling Springs Bubblers here at Mustang Stadium. Hello everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here for this very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. West Prairie versus Bowling Springs. West Prairie comes into this game through 10 games, 9 wins and 1 loss, with a 7-1 mark in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Bowling Springs comes into this game with a 7-4 record, 5-3 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. West Prairie in the green, Bowling Springs in the white, and we are underway here at Mustang Stadium. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second time that both these teams have met this season, back on September 7th at Bowling Springs. The Mustangs, Michael Weaver, with a game-winning goal in a 1-0 victory for the Mustangs back on September 7th at Bowling Springs. Michael Weaver not starting here in this game, but we could expect to see some magic here from the Mustangs here today. A very defensive game last time between these two teams. West Prairie only given up 6 goals so far this season. They have 5 shutouts here today. West Prairie is coming off a 6-1 victory at home last time out this past Thursday against Gettysburg, and the Bubblers are coming off a tough loss 3-0 at Greencastle Antrim this past Thursday. The Mustangs are looking for back-to-back postseason appearances since they did in 2014 and 15, but still plenty of soccer left to be had here in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. And you heard the starting lineups from me. I was the public address announcer here today. And we are kicking off another busy week here for West Prairie Athletics. You're on a gorgeous Monday night here, a little cool, but that's what happens in October, ladies and gentlemen. It's a cold one here. 50 degrees is the game time temperature here, according to our friends from ABC 27 Weather Center. And Garrett Barlow passes back to Bryce Turok. The key player to keep an eye on is Garrett Barlow. We might see Michael Weaver later in this game, who scored the game winner against Bowling Springs back on September 7th. And here's Justin Clegg. West Prairie's had a couple 1-0 victories so far this season, including a 1-0 victory against Shippensburg earlier this season here at Mustang Stadium, when Justin Clegg, who just missed that shot there, Justin Clay got the 1 goal in victory against Shippensburg, but here we are. West Prairie on the attack already. Goal kick here for Bowling Springs, however. And tonight starts Officials Appreciation Week. We'll have more to talk about that later. Here's Kyle Porter, who's also a big key for West Prairie. A key victory here today for West Prairie, and now the Mustangs are going to get their first corner of the game. Looks like it's going to be Garrett Barlow to deliver this corner. First corner of the game, Garrett Barlow got driven in, and that's going to get cleared out by the Bubblers. This is going to be a tough one to recognize some of these players for Bowling Springs side, as they have the most interesting away uniforms for all their sports. White background with yellow numbers, or should I say golden numbers. So that's it's got to be tough for me here today to see what Bowling Springs does here today. And nice stop there for Zach Byers. And Byers just throws that ball out. Going here was made by Caleb Wasilewski. And throw in here for Bowling Springs. The Bubblers 7-4 so far this season. Had a tight matchup with the Mustangs earlier this season. Just getting started here. Only 4 minutes 20 seconds in.
Throwing here once again for Wasilewski. Garrett Barlow cannot get that ball away. It's taken away by Joseph Sellers. And Mason Sand with that takeaway, a long through ball, and we're going to have a free kick and a first. Was that a yellow card? Was that? No, I guess not, but it's a free kick here for the Mustangs. Josiah Twig to deliver this free kick. Josiah Twig had an amazing goal in the last game against Gettysburg, and that goes right to Calipari. He takes a headshot, but an easy save for the goalkeeper. That is Noah Mandel, the goalkeeper for Bowling Springs here today. And now Bowling Springs on the counter-attack, and also a big stop there for Tanner Sigler. He turned 16 years old in the last game this past Thursday against Gettysburg. Happy belated birthday to him now. And here's a long shot from Mason Sound. Easy save there for Noah Mendel. And they'll boost this one up. Caleb Nickel almost intercepting it. Intercepting right back is Adler Hornbeck. Nice defensive stop there for Bryce Turok. West Prairie is currently ranked number 3 in the District 3 AA power rankings. West Prairie number 3 with a 9-1 record. They are only behind Biglerville, who is number 2, and Fleetwood, the number 1 overall team right now in AA. Fleetwood, one of just 3 undefeated teams in all of District 3, with 12 wins, 1 draw, no losses for Fleetwood, the current number 1 team in District 3 AA. And this looks like a good opportunity. That was a good strike there for. See, that was Tristan Sieber, and Tristan Sieber's shot gets taken away by Andrew Rasinger. Pass it back here to the Bowling Springs defenders. Over here now to Andrew Giesemann. Justin Clegg poking that ball free, finding Garrett Barlow. Barlow passing it back to Justin Clegg. Clegg finding Zach Byers. Zach Byers got to look for Cal Port. Cal Port stays on sides. And he's got to look for a long cross, and it gets too far out and past the goal line. And so it's got to be a goal kick for Bowling Springs. Officials Appreciation Week starts today. We honored our officials here today, without whom we would not have a game here today. We wouldn't have any games at all for that matter. The officials for today are Joshua Doberman, Robert Merwine, and Robert Sigler. Here today, the officials for this Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup, PIAA Officials Appreciation Week. Thank you, officials. And that ball just got to roll out. Nice job for our Bowling Springs defenders to just let that ball roll out. Don't want to get that ball away to Mason Sano up there. Tanner Sigler booting that ball out. Ethan Dodson heads that one back, but it goes right to the Bowling Springs defenders. West Prairie girls volleyball in action right now. You can catch that stream live on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. That West Prairie Girls Volleyball Mustangs taking on the Juniata Indians in a non-conference matchup up at West Prairie High School. We have breaking news regarding West Prairie Girls Volleyball later in this game. We're going to have breaking news for them during the halftime report. And nice stop there for Mason Stano. He was looking for Caleb Nico up the middle. Here is Ethan Dodson now. Dodson just swings that out to the Boiling Springs bench. Just 10 minutes into this game, no score to this point. This was the case for most of the game last time between West Prairie and Boiling Springs, back on September 7th. The one goal was scored by Michael Weaver. Sure, Boiling Springs has not forgotten about him, but he is not on the field right now. He's not a starter here for West Prairie. Never has been, but we can expect to see him later in this game. It's a very busy week for West Prairie boys soccer here. This is their second of 5 straight home games for West Prairie boys soccer. They'll be back at home on Wednesday against Greencastle Antrim. And then on Saturday, we have the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. That will be right here in Mustang Stadium. You can catch all of that tournament live on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. You can also catch next game. Our next broadcast after today, in fact, will be the boys soccer game on Wednesday against Greencastle Antrim. We have nothing here tomorrow. Can you believe that? Absolutely nothing here tomorrow. Everybody is away. Kyle Port got to toss this ball in, looking for Garrett Barlow, but cleared out by Ian Longenberger, who just came in. And this looks like a good opportunity here for Justin Clay. Clay going down the middle looking for Cal Port. And that ball cleared out, but it's got to be a West Prairie throwing inside the 10-yard line. A good crowd here tonight for West Prairie Boys Soccer. A nice little student section here for West Prairie Boys Soccer. And, we're going to hit a handball, and the time is going to stop. We're going to have a penalty kick coming up here for the Mustangs. A handball, great call, great play by Garrett Barlow to go for a cross. He gets the handball. So now Garrett Barlow is going to have a penalty kick here. Actually, have 27-22 left to go. And of course, penalty kick is in. Early goal here for the Mustangs from Garrett Barlow on a penalty kick, and the Mustangs take an early lead. So it looks like Boiling Springs wants to bring in a bunch of substitutions in right now. But the official is saying you're going to have to wait. And we are back on our way here. Penalty kick here for Garrett Barlow. Gives the Mustangs an early lead here, almost halfway through the first half. As the Bubblers look to strike back. Pass it back to Mandel. And Mandel almost hanging on to that ball for too long. And he just kicks that ball out. Throwing here to Kyle Port. Or now to Brandon McKeever, who just came in for West Perry. And that is going to be a goal kick here for the Bubblers. Now Bowling Springs can bring in their substitutions. A lot of substitutions here for Bowling Springs. Number 7, Dylan Olsek comes back in. I think there was 4 of them there. Joseph Sellers is also back in. West Perry is looking for their 10th win on the season, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a great season so far for the West Perry Mustangs. A year ago, in this game, at Bowling Springs, West Perry took care of Bowling Springs early last season. Here at Mustangs Stadium, final score of 3-2. That was a great game right there. But then later, at Bowling Springs, the Bubblers dominated the Mustangs 6-0. And that was West Perry's first loss of the season. They were 13-0 when that happened. Before that happened. Now West Perry is looking for something they have never done before. They are looking for a season sweep against Bowling Springs as division opponents. It has never happened before. At least not in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They have faced each other several times in the Capo Division. But never a season sweep against Bowling Springs in the Colonial Division. And West Perry is looking to do just that here tonight. It really is hard to believe that we are halfway through the fall sports season, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that? Like, the playoffs start for most of our sports except football in 2 weeks. Like, it really is amazing how fast this season has gone. Goal kick here, taken by the Mustangs. And that's a good looking ball. And, that is, number 11. That's Michael Weaver right there. So Michael Weaver is now in the game. Remember, he scored that 1 goal against Bowling Springs last time up on September 7th. That proved to be the game winner. So you can imagine that Bowling Springs has not forgotten about number 11, Michael Weaver, who now goes for a charge right there, and this ball almost taken away by Mason Sano. No, that's Brandon McKeever, actually. McKeever with the throw. We're looking for Weaver. And that ball rolls out, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Bubblers. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. Good looking opportunity here, and a shot goes off of Mandel. A great shot there for Michael Weaver. And West Perry will get throw. Here is Zach Byers now. Zach Byers passes it back to Kyle Port. Kyle Port got to look for a cross. And Kyle Port does get the cross in. And a sideways shot there for Weaver. A long shot off the post. West Perry fans were about ready to explode. A great shot there for Dalton Young. That was almost a 2-goal lead for the Mustangs, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton Young with a strike from 20 yards out. And it goes off the post. And Bowling Springs got to have Bowling Springs goal kick here. Man, Westbury just had two fantastic shots in 1 minute, and neither of them went in. A great save from Mendel, and one off the goalpost. Here's Kyle Port. Kyle Port scored 4 goals in the win against Greencastle Antrim in the last game. Kyle Port having an amazing year so far. He scored 4 goals against Gettysburg in the last game this past Thursday here at Mustang Stadium. Now we're going to have 3 Mustangs subbing in. Bryce Turok coming back in, as well as Mason Sano. And time is blown here. Gotta wait for the substitutions to get back to the bench. And that ball gets away from Justin Clegg, but will be found by Tanner Sigler anyway. Pass it back here to Josiah Twig, who just came back in. That ball almost taken away by McKeever. That ball rolls out for a Bowling Springs goal throw-in. The Bubblers are coming off a tough 3-0 loss. Lost last time on Thursday at Greencastle Antrim. They look to rebuild here. Bowling Springs is currently on a 3-game losing streak, in fact. And the Bubblers are looking to avoid a 4-game losing streak here. That ball roll out or being ready tossed out for a Bubblers throw-in. Quick throw-in here for Ryan Young. And taken away by Mason Sano. Over here now to Ethan Dodson looking for a through ball to Sano. And cleared away by Young. Mason Sano building up the pressure here. And that ball being way cleared out goes over Young. And it's got to be taken by Mendel. Over halfway through the first half, now is a good time for a West Perry Athletic Party Trivia question of the game. West Perry or Bowling Springs? Which of these two teams have the most wins all time in the District 3 Boys Soccer Tournament? West Perry or Bowling Springs? Which of these two teams have more wins all time in the District 3 tournament? The answer is coming up at halftime. Westbury Way building up the pressure here. Possession time has been fairly close between these two teams, pretty much even at this point. A few Bowling Springs fans making the trip here to Westbury here today. We also had Westbury Junior Varsity football here before this game. Westbury beating Bowling Springs in Junior Varsity football earlier today. And that ball taken away from Kyle Port. This ball high up in the air and it goes off of Osick. Could be a good looking opportunity here on the bottom side of your screen here. Osick was wide open until Zach Byers got to him just a second ago. He was wide open for about 10 seconds right there. Bowling Springs probably missed an opportunity right there. Here's Garrett Barlow. Barlow was looking for Mason Sano perhaps, and that ball gets blocked. There's a high pass. Here is Olsick. Justin Clay getting rid of it. Westbury has a good idea. No, Mason Sano able to hang on in a juke move here, and a shot gets blocked. Mason Sano had the right idea. There's a big juke move right there. But unfortunately for him, Boiling Springs bubbler, that was Andrew Gieselman with a spectacular block. That could have been another goal there for the Mustangs. Still 1-0 here. One goal was scored on a penalty kick from Garrett Barlow for those who are just tuning in. Here's Zach Byers. And nice pass from Dodson, looking for Mason Sano. Sano going in the end zone, going for a cross perhaps. And, we're going to have a goal kick here for the Bubblers. Two Bowling Springs players coming in. Mason Sano doesn't have a lot of goals. He actually has 2 on the year. But he is a terrific athlete. A triathlete here at Westbury. He also plays basketball. And he is the son of Westbury head baseball coach Jeff Stano, who is in the stands here tonight. Of course, Mason Sano is better in baseball, being the son of the baseball coach. But overall, he is a terrific athlete here at Westbury. And he's only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes left here in the first half. Garrett Barlow's penalty kick goal. So far, the difference. Ball taken away by Justin Clegg. And Justin Clegg finding Mason Sano. Justin Clegg off to the races here as Clegg will not get the ball, but he will get a throw-in. 2 West Prairie Mustangs subbing in now. Brian McKeever and Ethan Dodson going to the bench and coming in for West Prairie. I cannot see from up here who just came in for West Prairie. That ball blocked, and interesting decision. That ball goes way out, probably out of the stadium here. There's not a lot of room between there and the fence here at Mustang Stadium. That ball is probably way out of here. Throwing here for West Prairie, nonetheless. Or I guess they actually came back in. And no, we're actually going to have a free kick here for the Mustangs in a really good spot. Garrett Bartlow's going to deliver this free kick. Try to get him right in front of the net. Garrett Barlow, line drive, and that gets past everybody. It's get cleared out by Bubbers, but Caleb Nickel, and we have a whistle blown, and we're going to have, looks like a free kick from a better spot. West Prairie Mustangs right in front of the net. This is a way better position for a free kick than where they just were. So back-to-back free kicks. This time at the 14-yard line. Maybe 13. Between the 14 and 13-yard line. Garrett Barlow with a big wall of bubblers in front of him. Looking for a strike right to the net. Garrett Barlow goes right into the bubbler wall. And that will be cleared out. West Prairie throwing. The Mustangs have done very well in possession so far, especially in the last 17 minutes. Zach Byers, that ball gets taken away, and that will go out for a Mustang throwing. And another throw-in here for West Prairie. Going back the wrong direction here for the Mustangs. Here is Garrett Barlow. Barlow getting that ball away from Tristan Sieber. Here's Kyle Port now. Kyle Port with some room to run, and he runs out of room right there. Great tackle there for Jordan Butler, who just came in for Bowling Springs. And nice shot for Tanner Sigler to keep that ball in, but it goes back to the Bowling Springs defenders. 12 minutes left to go here in the first half. We encourage everyone to stick around for the West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. Got lots to talk about in just 10 minutes. We got what we have coming up this week, a big win for West Prairie Mustangs football team to remain unbeaten this past Friday night at Bowling Springs. And we have breaking news regarding girls volleyball's next game on Thursday. You do not want to miss that. Also, the answer to our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game. All this and more coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report in just under 12 minutes. Andrew Rasinger with the goal kick. Josiah Twig keeps that ball out. Could not be kept in, though, however, by Kyle Port right there. And a long cross here. Header down the middle. And it's got to be cleared up by Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig is also a big triathlete here in West Prairie. Big soccer star. He also plays basketball and baseball, just like Mason Sandel here. Ethan Dawson trying to get that ball away from Joseph Sellers. Sellers clears that ball way out for a West Prairie throw. West Prairie has 5 shutouts this season. And yeah, there's still plenty of soccer left to go. 50 minutes left to be exact. Last time up against Gettysburg, West Prairie was up 6-0. Until Gettysburg scored a goal late in the game to prevent the shutout. And that is a good shot. Oh, that's going to go in! We were just talking about the shutout, and the shutout's now gone. That goal was scored by Luke Toner. Maybe I should stop talking about having shutouts here, because now that shutout is erased, and we are now tied at 1 apiece. Luke Toner with the goal. And now we are evened up at 1 apiece. And oh, a big tackle there. That's got to be a free kick for the Mustangs. So that penalty kick goal gets erased as now we are tied at 1 apiece. 1-1. West Prairie penalty kick goal for Garrett Barlow. And now just a few seconds ago, Luke Toner with the goal to tie things up at 1. West Prairie needing to do something to get that lead right back. As the Bubblers are now threatening here. And a long through ball intended for Toner. It's got to get taken away by Josiah Twig. And Bowling Springs got to have a throw-in. 8.5 minutes left to go here at Mustang Stadium, in the first half, not in the game. I think that's the second straight time where I've been mentioning West Prairie getting all of these shutouts. And for the second consecutive game, the shutout went away as soon as I said something about that. Maybe I should stop talking about having a shutout. because they don't come around as often as most people think. I mean, West Prairie, they have 10 games so far this season. Now with 5 shutouts, and it's going to stay at 5 for 11 games. West Prairie's one loss of the year was on the road down at Dillsburg just last Monday, a week ago from tonight. As the Bubblers are looking to do just that. Looking to have West Prairie's second loss of the year. A year ago, many fans for West Prairie believed that West Prairie should have gone the home playoff game in the AAA class, but now West Prairie down AA, so the stakes are higher now. As it's not the top 16 teams anymore for the West Prairie Mustangs in AA. The top 10 qualify for a District 3 playoffs. So if you get the 1 or number 2 seeds in the tournament, you have a first round bye, which is huge. And you face an opponent that would have played already in a prelim. But now West Prairie just outside the top 2 at number 3. Got 6:20 left to go here in the first half. We actually have to reset our game clock here a little bit. We'll reset to 6 minutes as soon as we get to that point. So now we are back here. 6 minutes left to go. Bowling Springs has definitely done a lot better on possession in the last 10 or 15 minutes. As West Prairie, Justin Gray just kicks that ball out towards the Bowling Springs bench. As we have a whole new ball game now here at Mustang Stadium. Still, we got a whole second half left to go. That ball almost taken away by Josiah Trigg. Trigg will clear it out. Here's Garrett Barlow now. Well, that almost looked like a shove, and West Prairie fans were looking for a free kick there, but does not go. Here's Ethan Dodson, and Dodson sliding here, took a big trip and fell. The field is a little bit slippery here tonight, as we have the remnants of Hurricane Ian in the last couple of days. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of Hurricane Ian down in southeastern United States, especially in Florida, as we have been dealing with the remnants, and the remnants are still around here, but it's not raining here. Okay. According to our friends at ABC 27 Weather Center, we should be seeing rain again tomorrow, but then on Wednesday it's just going to be picture perfect, 75 degrees for a high, mostly sunny, a few clouds, sure, but Wednesday it's got to feel like like late summer again. Four minutes left to go here in the first half. Again, we encourage everyone to stick around for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. Got lots to talk about in just 10 minutes. We got breaking news regarding girls volleyball in their next game on Thursday. We'll also have the rest of the schedule for West Prairie Broadcasting this week, as we have a very busy week coming up. Also, our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game. We'll have the answer to that one. Again, for those who are just joining us, the question is between West Prairie and Bowling Springs, which team has more wins in the district playoffs all time? We'll have that answered and all that coming more on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. West Prairie's got to get a goal kick here with just 3 minutes left to go. Ball going past a lot of players here. Ball taken away, cleared away by Tristan Sieber. And almost communication here is Zach Byers looking for the ball, right, or excuse me, no, that was Michael Weaver. And Weaver pokes that ball free, but quick alertness for the Butler's defenders. And now we're going to have a free kick here for Bowling Springs. Man, Michael Weaver had all sorts of room in front of him, but great awareness there by Andrew Giesemann to get right back up and take the ball away. Free kick here for the Bubblers. The ball taken by Kyle Port. And that ball cleared away. Substitutions coming in now for both teams. Michael Weaver going to the bench, and coming in is Dalton Young. And coming in for Bowling Springs is number 5, Lucas Patterson. Or excuse me, no, that's number 12, Joseph Sellers, who just came back in. And number 7, Dylan Osek is back in for the Bubblers. Throw in here for Bowling Springs. This game, so far expected what is to be a close game here. Now tied at 1 apiece with 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Tied at 1 apiece. Some technical issues here with the microphone here. I'm going to try to get that fixed up. There we go. A ball. Bryce Torek actually just came back in for West Perry. And a ball down the middle looking for Young. And ball cleared away by the Bubblers. Great backwards pass, cleared away by Tanner Sigler. Tanner Sigler looking for Young right there. And Mason Stano trying to get that ball away from Sellers. Or excuse me, no, that was number 22, Tristan Sieber. Good passing back and forth here for both teams, and that will wrap up the first half here at Mustang Stadium. 1 goal apiece. This game is everything that is expected to be. And we are tied here at 1 apiece. We'll be right back in 1 minute for the halftime report. You are watching West Prairie Boys Soccer against Bowling Springs exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in 1 minute for the halftime report. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, West Prairie 1, Bowling Springs 1. West Prairie had a 1-goal lead throughout the first half with a penalty kick from Garrett Barlow. But then Bowling Springs striking right back just past the halfway point of the first half. It's number 14, Luke Toner got the goal to even things out here, even Steven here at 1 goal apiece for both teams, and that is your scoring summary for the first half here at Mustang Stadium. A big time Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. West Prairie 7-1 in that division. They are 9-1 overall. Bowling Springs 7-4 overall with a 5-3 mark in the Colonial Division. And tonight, is the start of two things. One, tonight starts the fall 2022 Fall Officials Appreciation Week. We honored our officials here today while we were introducing the starting lineup. So officials today are Joshua Doberman, Robert Merwine, and Robert Sigler. Without them, we would not be playing here right now. And it's just great to be an official here at West Prairie, also in the Mid-Penn Conference. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer, football, cross country, field hockey, volleyball, soccer, basketball, wrestling, baseball, softball, and track and field? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. And tonight is also the start of another busy week here for West Prairie Athletics. West Prairie Volleyball, girls volleyball, was in action earlier today. Looking for a final score from them. They were up at West Prairie High School against the Juniata Indians in a non-conference matchup. Earlier today, we had junior varsity football against Boiling Springs. The Mustangs were victorious in that one. We have nothing here tomorrow. Can you believe that? We have nothing here tomorrow. It's going to be a long day for me, I can tell you that. But then on Wednesday, we got West Prairie boys soccer here again against the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. That should be an exciting game in the Mid-Penn Colorado division as well in the next broadcast. West Prairie boys soccer against Greencastle Antrim at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Then on Thursday, we have West Prairie Field Hockey, who's had a fantastic year so far. They had a massive outcome this past Saturday at the Cumberland Valley Field Hockey Tournament. They lost 3-2 against Penn Manor, who is one of the best teams in field hockey right now in District 3. But then they regrouped and beat Cumberland Valley by a score of 2-1. And Jordan Byers scored one goal in that game. Jordan Byers already surpassing 100 career points. She is only a sophomore. West Prairie getting a massive upset victory against Cumberland Valley this past Saturday. 2-1 was the final score. But on Thursday, we'll have field hockey against Greencastle Antrim being streamed live here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page. But our broadcast on Thursday, we are making history this Thursday at 6:15. We'll have West Prairie girls volleyball in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup against Gettysburg. But what makes this game historic is going to be our first ever broadcast up at West Prairie Middle School. Okay, it's going to be so exciting. We're going to have a new setup there on the middle school. The reason why this game is being played at the middle school is because the gym floor at the high school is being redone, getting waxed out, getting cleaned up, getting ready for a basketball wrestling season. So that's going to be redone here at West Prairie, but we'll be up at the middle school gym on Thursday for a broadcast West Prairie girls volleyball against Gettysburg. You can catch that game live on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel starting at 6:15. A historic night for West Prairie Broadcasting. Our first ever broadcast up at the middle school. That is our breaking news for West Prairie Volleyball's next game on Thursday against Gettysburg. Then on Friday, we'll have West Prairie football. The undefeated West Prairie football Mustangs 6-0 for just the fourth time in program history. And West Prairie will be hosting the Big Spring Bulldogs on Friday night in the 2022 West Prairie Hall of Fame game on Friday night. You do not want to miss that. On Wednesday, and during West Prairie's boys soccer game against Greencastle, we are finally going to announce the West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2022. I was hoping to do it today, but I did not get the Hall of Fame class announcement just yet, but we will officially announce it on Wednesday during the halftime report here at Mustang Stadium for boys soccer against Greencastle Antrim. Then on Saturday, we have the 2022 West Prairie 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament right here at Mustang Stadium. You can catch the entire tournament right here on the West Bay Athletic Park YouTube page. It starts at 2 o'clock with Greenwood versus Susquehanna, and then on 4 o'clock, West Prairie versus Susquehanna, and then at 6 o'clock, most likely going to be the championship game, winner take all, at 6 o'clock between West Perry and the Greenwood Wildcats. Again, it all starts at 2 o'clock on Saturday, the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament, and that will wrap up another busy week here for West Prairie Athletics. That's all coming up this week on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Very quickly, our answer to the West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game: West Perry or Bowling Springs? Which of these teams has more wins all time in the District 3 playoffs? The answer is the Mustangs. It is very close. 17 appearances for West Prairie Boys Soccer in that tournament. They only have 5 wins. And for Bowling Springs, they have 16 appearances in the District 3 tournament all time, and they have 3 wins. So 5-3, West Prairie has more wins than Bowling Springs in the District 3 playoffs. And that is your West Prairie Athletic Park player trivia question of the game. We'll be right back in less than 2 minutes for the start of the second half. This concludes our West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. 1-1 here. 1 goal for West Prairie, Garrett Barlow on the penalty kick, and 1 goal for Luke Toner for Bowling Springs. You are watching West Prairie Boys Soccer against Bowling Springs exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than 1 minute. We are back here now at West Prairie High School. Second half about to get underway here at Mustang Stadium. 1 goal apiece for both teams, and very quickly here we are underway. We were not expecting a quick whistle like that to start the second half. The officials just made sure everyone was ready, and they did real quick, as now we are back here for the start of the second half here. 1 goal apiece, but Bowling Springs in the white, West Prairie in the green. And we are underway here for the start of the second half. 1 goal apiece for both teams. Garrett Barlow with the penalty kick goal to give West Prairie a 1 goal lead early in the first half. But then later, almost halfway through the first half, Bowling Springs Luke Toner with the equalizer. And somebody is going to come out a big winner here today, hopefully. One of these two teams. This game can't end in a tie should we see overtime, but still 40 minutes left to go. Josiah Trigg boosts that one out, and West Prairie's got to hang on to it here. Here's Justin Clegg, pass it back to Josiah Trigg. Josiah Trigg looking downfield, possibly looking for Garrett Barlow. Instead of being passed back here to Bryce Turok. Turok has to clear this ball up. Bowling Springs in the last 10 or 20 minutes of the first half, the Bubblers have definitely built up the pressure on offense. And now here's a good opportunity for Mason Stano, or excuse me, that's Kyle Port up there on the right side of the field. Very quickly, it's a high-speed offense here for both teams. You don't want to overdo it here. You still got 38 minutes left to go. I mean, you don't want to spend up all your energy right there, as that could prove costly for one of these teams if you just keeps being out like that. As both these teams are on the counterattack here. Here's Kyle Port. Kyle Port got to take a long shot. That's going to go through the uprights, but no goal. No field goal here. And no goals. That was Caleb Nickel. Really? Oh, that was Caleb Nickel, number 16? Oh, I guess so. I'm just not used to seeing him that far out in the field, especially on that side. He's usually down the middle, but hey, gotta do whatever it takes. That ball always staying away for Ethan Dodson. Here's Kyle Port now. Kyle Port gonna go for a cross down the middle for Garrett Barlow, and Barlow could not hang on, cleared out by the Bubblers. Both these teams with good opportunities so far in only the first 3 minutes of the second half. And now quick official change here as we got a throw in here for the Bubblers. Or no, a free kick actually. Oh my goodness, it literally went from a West Prairie throw in to a free kick for Bowling Springs. Man. Free kick, it's a good one there. And that ball being cleared away by Josiah Twig. Bowling Springs is coached by Matt Brenner. He's got to be all sorts of excited for this game right now. Because Bowling Springs has done something already that they couldn't do against West Prairie in their last meeting back on September 7th, and that was to score a goal. West Prairie beat the Bubblers at Bowling Springs last time up on September 7th. And Michael Weaver scored that one goal to give West Prairie a 1-goal victory. Michael Weaver has had a couple of nice shots here at this game so far. Did not start, but where he comes in to substitute, where he comes in for a substitution, it's always something special. He even had a shot that went off the crossbar here in the first half. Off the post, in fact. Not the crossbar, post. Kind of the same thing. I don't know. Someone having some technical issues with this microphone here. Gotta get that cleared out. Another free kick here for the Bubblers. That's already 3 in just under 2 minutes. And right now, here's a good run here down the middle for Kyle Port. Kyle Port got to take a long shot. It just goes wide. It goes off the field hockey net. But this ain't field hockey. West Prairie field hockey off to a fantastic start. They are now 10-2 on the year. Or excuse me, 10-3. West Prairie field hockey currently ranked number 5 in the District 3 single-way power rankings. Just coming off a massive victory against Cumberland Valley at Cumberland Valley this past Saturday. As right now, all things are good for West Prairie Athletics. Boys soccer doing great. West Prairie girls soccer is currently in 11th place in District 3 2A power rankings. The top 10 qualify for the playoffs. So West Prairie girls soccer just outside of the playoff bubble here. West Prairie football undefeated at 6-0. They'll host Big Spring in the Hall of Fame game, the second to last home game for West Prairie football this Friday night here at Mustang Stadium. Cross country doing some big things already here. They beat Big Spring, one of the best cross country teams in District 3, and West Prairie boys beat the Bulldogs last week during senior night. Girls volleyball doing some good things as well, getting a few wins. Getting a couple wins. They have 3 so far this season. So far for West Prairie Athletics, all things are good. game. Actually, if West Prairie Sports just keeps doing what they're doing, we have a potential here of having 4 home games in 4 different sports in the District 3 playoffs. And now there's a long pass for Kyle Port. Kyle Port can't pass anyway. He's going to take a shot and right at Mendel. The goalkeeper, Noah Mendel, makes the save, but it's going to be a corner. No, it's a goal kick here. Some fans here cannot believe it. They're thinking this is a corner here for West Prairie, but instead it's a goal kick here for the Bubblers. Maybe that ball went off the post before it touched Mansell? I don't know. Either way, it's a goal kick here for Bowling Springs. West Prairie football getting a big win this past Friday night at Bowling Springs. Speaking of that, that's one thing I forgot to talk about on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. That game was broadcast live on Facebook, and you can, if you want more West Prairie content, you can now go. We're going to show it very quickly on the top of your screen. You can check out more West Prairie content on the official Facebook page of the Golden Pies West Prairie. Go to facebook.com/WP Golden Pies for all things West Prairie athletics, including game previews, some highlight reels, including some exclusive broadcasts. We just had our last broadcast this past Friday for football at Bowling Springs. Our next broadcast, most likely on that Facebook page, will not be until the very end of the season when West Prairie football goes to Steel High. That should be a good game. So you can catch all that and more on the official Facebook page of the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics at facebook.com/WP Golden Pipes. Bowling Springs hang on. Long shot here, and that will go wide. A good shot there for Dylan Olsek. That's a goal kick here for Andrew Riesinger. Andrew Riesinger going off of Justin Clegg. And Caleb Nickel. Have to hang on there. Ball cleared back by Caleb Wasilewski. Goes out to a clearance out. That ball cleared out by Joseph Sellers. Joseph Sellers has been having a good game on defense for Bowling Springs. Ethan Dawson with a pass, looking for Garrett Barlow now. Garrett Barlow looking for Kyle Port now. A shot for Cam Nickel. It gets blocked in a hard way. Oh my goodness, what a tough shot and a tougher block there for Bowling Springs, but that very well saved the go-ahead goal. Cross here, goes right to Bowling Springs. Cleared out by the Bubblers. With the way that these two teams are doing great on a counterattack, eventually one of these two teams is going to score a go-ahead goal. As West Prairie's Bryce Turok with the throw. And that will stay out. Mason Sano could not keep it in. Now 3 substitutions for Bowling Springs. Bowling Springs will be back at home on Wednesday against James Buchanan. And West Prairie will continue its 5-game homestand against Greencastle Antrim on Wednesday. Here's Kyle Port. Kyle Port, that ball gets cleared away, but kept in by Zach Byers. And Garrett Barlow. Garrett Barlow, nice block there. Garrett Barlow going to the side for Mason Sano. Sano going to look for a cross. And a header here for Ethan Dodson. And a spectacular save for Noah Mandel. And the West Bowling Springs fans are all excited for that one. A great shot on a great cross from Mason Sano to find Caleb Nickel down the middle. And the header goes. Spectacular save there for Noah Mandel. Oh my goodness, what a save. Throwing here for Bowling Springs. Throwing for Adler Hornbeck. Don't mention his name too many times here in this broadcast. And Mason Sano try to keep it in, but it goes out. Long throwing, intercepted by Bryce Turok. And almost communication error there for the Bubblers. Number 18, Andrew Giesemann. Garrett Barlow looking for a long ball intended for Mason Sano, and that ball is just going to roll out. Almost a big stop there for number 21. That's Pierce Bronowell. And now a bunch of substitutions coming in now for the Mustangs. Mason Sano going to the bench as well as Ethan Dodson. Bryce Turok got to deliver this throwing. Long ball. Almost taken away. And West Bray has to bounce this ball around. Almost intercepted by Justin Clegg. Now the Bubblers on the attack here. And a good cross, a low cross, and a long shot. It just goes wide. Oh my goodness, what a shot. For Bowling Springs, that was number 2, Lucas Barakis. That was a spectacular shot, but it just goes wide. That would have been a fantastic goal for Bowling Springs. That would have given the lead there. And here's Dalton Young now. And free kick here throw-in here for Bowling Springs. And an high ball. And it's got to be cleared out by Zach Byers. Not by much, though, as Bowling Springs, once again, looking for the go-ahead goal almost halfway through the second half. Great awareness there for Tanner Slinger to move that ball out. Bowling Springs looking for something down here. That ball gets past everyone, and it's going to be kept in right at the corner, and now we're going to have a throw in here for the Bubblers. Bowling Springs fans very excited about this opportunity here. A throw in here, which really is right at the corner, but it's a throw in here. Gotta look to throw this ball right in front of the net. And that ball goes off of Rieslinger, and Rieslinger could not hang on, but it's cleared out by Josiah Twig. Oh my goodness, Rieslinger just knocked that ball down. He tried to hang on to it, but he just knocks it down. And now this could be a good counterattack here for the Mustangs. Dalton Young try to get back onto it, and it's going to be cleared out by Giesemann. Let's play a long pass here, and good one here for Kyle Port. Port getting past everyone, going for a cross down the middle for Ray McKeever, and that is going to be wrapped up by Mendel. Oh my goodness. Counterattack after counterattack. Now the Bubblers are on the counterattack here as West Bray. Tanner Sigler looks to roll this ball out, and he does. It's a goal kick here for West Bray. Man. Just holding my breath here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, back and forth. Like, spectacular shot after spectacular shot. Eventually, somebody's going to get this goal. We don't know who. We don't know for what team. But eventually, with the way these two teams are playing right now, somebody's going to score a goal in the next 23 and a half minutes. If not both teams, perhaps. I mean, this could be one of those back and forth second halves here. The second half out the second half. Cut up here shortly. Here's Garrett Barlow with that takeaway. Garrett Barlow, breaking some ankles, and oh my goodness, maybe for real actually, as one of the Bowling Springs players is down here, and this could be a timeout, and we are going to have a timeout here. Oh my goodness, Garrett Barlow with the great move trying to break somebody's ankles, and I think he just did that for real. As we got Bowling Springs player is out, down on the ground here. We're going to have a timeout here with 22:53 left. Going to reset our clock here by 5 seconds here. And we're going to step aside here for this injury timeout. You're watching West Prairie Boys Soccer against Bowling Springs exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this injury timeout. We are back here now after this injury timeout. You can see Bowling Springs player walking back to the bench. We can't tell from up here who it is, unfortunately, for that injury timeout. But we're going to get back here. Bowling Springs going to have a free kick. So we do apologize. We don't know who the injured player was for Bowling Springs. Well, we hope to get an update later on in this game. Garrett Barlow just caught the Bowling Springs player way off guard and took a big fall. Possibly a broken ankle, like for real. And now West Prairie's got to have a throw-in. So let's see if that injury timeout actually does something good here for the Mustangs. And good turnout, good thing as well for the Bumpers, as both teams are now fired up. Got a couple minutes rest there. And a strong shot there. And oh my goodness, that was almost an own goal. Oh my goodness, that ball went right into the middle of the net and almost kicked it the wrong way before a last second backwards kick. Got cleared out by the Bubblers. Oh my goodness, almost a disaster there for the Bubblers. As now we're going to have a throw in here. West Prairie fans were saying, oh my goodness, that could have been an own goal there that gave West Prairie the lead. But instead, we are still even up at one apiece. And that ball deflected by Michael Weaver, who just came in for the Mustangs after that timeout. That ball rolls out for a Bowling Springs throw-in. What an exciting second half here, ladies and gentlemen. We got 21 minutes left to go. And what has so far been a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup that was everything that every fan here expected to be. A tied-up game, one apiece, and both teams with some spectacular shots in the second half. And now West Prairie, for just the second time in this game, is going to have a corner opportunity. Or excuse me, first time in the second half. Almost 20 minutes into it. Garrett Barlow delivering the corner and a jumper there for Mason Santa. And oh no, Mason Santa is a little slow to get up from that. And actually he's still on the ground. And now we're going to have another timeout. athletic trailer being pulled in here. We have a West Prairie Mustang down, and actually we're got West Prairie player able to get right back up on his own power. Who's that, number 10 or 18? Who's that? Is that Stano? Yep, that is Mason Stano. He got up from his own power. He was a little slow to get up, but I guess this entry timeout wasn't really necessary. But Boiling Springs has got to have a goal kick here coming up. 20:09 left to go. Mason's out going to the bench, but with the way that he's walking off the field, we can expect him to get back out here later. Free kick here for Boiling Springs. And Michael Weaver tried to block that ball, and he almost did. And this ball taken by Joseph Sellers. Excuse me, that was actually number 13, Adler Hornbeck. There's a good looking look for Caleb Wasilewski. And now we are over halfway through the second half. A very exciting 20 minutes in the last 20 minutes. But now with less than 20 minutes to go here in regulation, tied up at 1 apiece. Somebody, with the way that these two teams are going, is going to get a go-ahead goal. And that one goal might be enough to win it. Will it be West Prairie? Will it be Boiling Springs? West Prairie is undefeated here at home. Yeah, the ball blocked by Garrett Barlow. Barlow hang on to it now as Barlow is going to get double covered and cleared out for a West Prairie throw-in. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park Halftime Report, or excuse me, YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for a very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. A huge game between both these teams. West Prairie looking for a season sweep for the first time against Boiling Springs as Colonial Division rivals. These two teams have faced each other several times before in the Capo Division. These two teams split 2 meetings last year, with the home team winning each game, and Garrett Barlow is going to draw the foul. Free kick here for West Prairie, and oh my goodness, we're going to have a yellow card. First yellow card off the game, and it's going to go to Tristan Sieber. No, it's not going to be a penalty kick because it occurred in midfield. If it was inside the 10-yard line, it would have. But no, free kick here. First yellow card of the game goes to Tristan Sieber. West Prairie got to get a free kick right at the 50. What a turn of events right there. It's a heated rivalry between these two teams, but that is our first yellow card of the game. Josiah Trigg boots this one out in front of them. That's going to go cleared out and for West Prairie throwing. It didn't look like a really bad tackle to draw up a yellow card. I don't know if Sieber probably said something and that just drew it, because that can happen. I mean, I don't know. It didn't look like a very bad tackle to draw a yellow card. But here's Michael Weaver now. Weaver with the shot. That goes way wide. Yep. I mean, I've seen that a few times where a player draws a foul and he just says a few things and just draws up yellow. Sometimes even a red. But I don't know. It happens when you're in a big rivalry like this. I mean, yeah. Like, some tempers can start to flare. And the clearance gets blocked by his own teammate there. And Dalton Young trying to get that ball away. He couldn't. And Bryce Turok, no, Josiah Trigg got boot this one out. Looking for Michael Weaver. Finds Dalton Young instead. Dalton Young got to keep this ball in. And he's going to show off his quick speed here. Dalton Young going to the far corner here as Young is going to draw a corner here for the Mustangs. You cannot see the far corner here actually, but it's a corner here nonetheless for the Mustangs. Just got to close in on the actually in front of the net. Garrett Barlow about to deliver. He does. And a header here. And that goes out. Not a bad shot there for Josiah Twig. But it's a goal kick here for Bowling Springs. Less than 16 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for an exciting finish here at Mustang Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube channel. A year ago, these two teams met as division rivals in the Colonial Division. The home team winning both games. Westbury here at home. 3-2 was the final last year here at Mustang Stadium. Then down at Bowling Springs on Eckler Field, it was a 6-0 victory for the Bubblers. So late in the season. And now here they are. Second time this season both teams are meeting. Westbury got a 1-goal victory against Bowling Springs at Bowling Springs earlier this season, back on September 7th, when the 1 goal was scored by Michael Weaver, who is out there on the field right now. And Westbury is looking for a season sweep for the first time ever against Bowling Springs as Mid-Penn Colonial Division rivals. Here's Garrett Barlow. Barlow looking back. Possibly looking for Mason Sano, who just came back in. Great sign to see it there. We were expecting him to come back after facing an injury, where he got right back up from, in fact. Both these teams will return home on Wednesday. Bowling Springs will be hosting James Buchanan, and Westbury will be hosting Greencastle Antrim, which should be another fantastic game in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Bowling Springs on the attack side. And, a big shot there for Dalton Young. And, no, we're going to have a timeout here now, as this is going to be a yellow card called on Dalton Young. So both teams now with 1 yellow card, as Dalton Young draws it. That's the first yellow card of the season for Dalton Young. And a good free kick opportunity here for Bowling Springs. And the Bubblers strike ahead. The 13:55 left to go. And the free kick is delivered and goes off a Westbury Mustang, and that will be a corner here for the Bubblers. First corner of the second half here for Bowling Springs. Comes in with 13.5 minutes left to go. And a whistle blown here. Don't know what this whistle is about. Oh no, maybe the officials were just weren't ready for it, I guess. I don't know. And that's a tough header there for Bowling Springs. It goes way up high above the net for a Westbury goal kick. Not a bad shot there for Tristan Sieber, who had that yellow card for Bowling Springs a few moments ago. But the Bubblers now on the attack here. And Bryce Turok taking it away. And now good move here and a spell. Big tackle there. And believe it or not, I thought it was going to be a throwing, but Caleb Nickel is going to get the call there. Throwing here is not a foul, but it's a throwing here for West Perry. And Bowling Springs bench cannot believe it. The Bubblers getting it right back anyway. And shove there for Michael Weaver. Gotta be careful now as these refs here today, they like giving up the yellow cards. Bowling Springs fans ready to start getting into it as well as the West Prairie fans. Here's Bryce Turok clearing it out. And that ball's got to be taken by Bryce Turok again. A long shot's got to be taken. Oh, it took a tough bounce right in front of Mandel. But Noah Mandel able to hang on. And here's Garrett Barlow showing off his quick speed, but that ball got too far away from him. And Justin Craig got to hang on to it. Pass it back to McKeever. Now the Bubblers might be onto something here. Or not. Bryce Turok able to head out. That ball taken away by Caleb Larkin, who just came in. And Caleb Larkin not able to keep that ball in, so West Prairie throwing. Bryce Turok hits that one out. And keep it in is Nickel. And Nickel will get the throw in. Bryce Turok actually got to do the honors. We're in for a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Weaver looking for Caleb Nickel. And no interference call at that time. And West Prairie is going to hang on to it. As now we're going to have a free kick here for the Bubblers. We're in for a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 goal apiece. West Prairie, 1 goal for Garrett Barlow on a penalty kick. And for Bowling Springs, Luke Toner, freshman midfielder, with the equalizer. And that is our scoring summary. They both came in the first half. Free kick here from the 45. And that is a whistle blown. I believe a Bowling Springs player was offsides. 9.5 minutes left to go. What a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a great game here with the way that both these teams have been playing so far in the second half. Somebody is going to get a go-ahead goal here for their team. Or, if not, we're going to see overtime for the first time this season. Free kick here for the Bubblers right at midfield. And that ball gets past everyone, and Andrew Riesinger has to dive for it, and he will hang on. Andrew Riesinger, he probably wishes he can get that goal right back. But we are now tied at 1 apiece. I'm sure both these goalkeepers wish they had a clean sheet right now. But that is not the case here, as somebody most likely is going to win it. Remember that last couple weeks ago for West Prairie boys soccer against Shippensburg? Both the Mustangs and the Greyhounds were scoreless throughout that entire game until 7 minutes left in the second half when Justin Clegg scored a go-ahead goal to beat the Greyhounds 1-0. And now here we are, almost in the same situation, tied at 1 apiece. Can one of these two teams produce a go-ahead goal so late in the game with less than 8 minutes left to go? And a long shot, not a hard shot, and Riesinger's got to hang on to it. Can the Mustangs produce some second half drama here? We are in for the exciting 7.5 minutes left to go in regulation. Should we see overtime? I believe, what is the rule for overtime? It's a one goal, next goal wins. I think that is. So, Bowling Springs bring in some fresh legs here, and that could be big for the Bubblers. 7 minutes left in regulation, tied at 1 apiece. Here's Caleb Nickel. Nickel looking downfield, looking for Ethan Dodson perhaps. And that ball gets cleared out. Josiah Trigg able to get that ball back to Caleb Nickel, or not. Bowling Springs with the interception. And that ball blocked by Josiah Twig. And a big shot there. And it's going to be a free kick here for the Mustangs. That shot will not count. 6.5 minutes left to go. Let's play with the free kick. Josiah Twig to deliver it. And Justin Clegg on with good defense. Here's Garrett Barlow. Losing possession there. Good stop here for the Bubblers. And that ball cleared up by Tanner Sigler. Garrett Barlow. This is good numbers here for the Mustangs. Garrett Barlow going right past the one defender. Now two defenders. He's going to the far sideline. Going for a cross on the middle for Ethan Dodson. He got the header but went the wrong direction. And it's going to be a goal kick here for the Bubblers. Oh my goodness, Ethan Dodson. It was right to him and went off his head, but the shot was way wide. That close, ladies and gentlemen. That close. From a go-ahead goal so late in this game. Got some drama here at Mustang Stadium. As here's Mason Stano now. Stano. That ball gets intercepted, taken away by Garrett Barlow. Here is Stano passing it back to Justin Clegg. Clegg looking for a long ball to Ethan Dodson, gets intercepted. And now here come the Mustangs. Caleb Nickel now. Passing it back here to Bryce Turok. Turok going back, almost looking for Nickel. And that ball gets blocked by Justin Clegg and got to be taken by Garrett Barlow. Find Terrence Sigler, back to Barlow. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-Penn Colonial Division at its finest. And Caleb Nickel trying to get a pass and go right for the defender. It's a great poke check there for Nickel. Bowling Springs hang on. All cleared out off of Terrence Sigler. Here's Justin Clegg now. Clegg got to use his speed to look for Ethan Dodson down in there. Here's Michael Wafer, who was the game winner for the Mustangs last time up back on September 7th at Bowling Springs. The Bubblers realizing they are short on time and they are looking for the go-ahead goal. As well are the Mustangs. That ball cleared out. Bowling Springs throw. That ball tapped by Shea Sporer. And a throw in here for the Mustangs. Bryce Turok making quick work to find Michael Weaver, but Weaver could not hang on. And now we have another throw in here for the Mustangs. Quick throw in here again by Turok. Turok finding Garrett Barlow now. Barlow going for Michael Weaver. Weaver going for a side kick to Ethan Dodson, but cleared out by the Bubblers. 3 minutes left to go here. And here's Josiah Twig. Twig going down the far sideline looking for Mason Stano, but it's going to go out for Bowling Springs throwing. And now we have some time here for some substitutions here. As both teams with one substitution. That could be big to put out some fresh legs. so late in the game, tied at 1 apiece. Is somebody going to get the go-ahead goal? Are we going to see overtime? We'll find out here in the next 2.5 minutes. We're starting to see a low wind here at Mustang Stadium. A nice gentle breeze coming through here. First time we're seeing wind here today. Might be seeing a rain shower or two, perhaps from remnants of Hurricane Ian. And now this is going to go out for a West Prairie goal kick. Andrew Reeser keeping the ball in, and he's make sure he doesn't go all the way back towards the concession stands. 2 minutes left to go in regulation. West Prairie student section on their feet, as well as some other fans here at Mustang Stadium. This is a very exciting game with 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Are we going to see overtime? Or is somebody going to score the game-winning goal? West Prairie looking for them throw-ins, and they are getting it. 90 seconds left to go. On a deep throw-in from Dalton Young, and pass it back to Young, and Young could not hang on. And Bryce Tark was looking for a free kick there off the shove, but he doesn't get it. And now Bryce Tark clears that ball. Now Bowling Springs is on the counter-attack here. This is not looking good for the Mustangs. And that doesn't look good for Bowling Springs. The throwing not handled well by Tristan Sieber. 54 seconds left to go here in regulation. Are we going to see overtime here in Mustang Stadium for the first time this season? West Prairie undefeated here at Mustang Stadium. So far, Garrett Barlow, that kick gets cleared out. And it's going to be kept in by Mason Sano, and 35 seconds left to go in this one. Actually having some camera issues right now here in Mustang Stadium, up here in the press box. 30 seconds left to go. Bowling Springs now taking their time, realizing they cannot give a turnover just like that. Down the middle here for Dalton Young. And Young is not going to get this ball, but he's got to get a throw in here with 10 seconds left to go. West Prairie need to hurry for a go-ahead goal. A short throw in. And that's got to get cleared out. And for the first time this season, the West Prairie Mustangs are going to overtime against the Bowling Springs Bubblers, tied at 1 apiece. No goals in the second half. We are not done yet here, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 minutes left to go before the start of overtime. Here at Mustang Stadium, you are watching West Prairie Boys Soccer against the Bowling Springs Bubblers. Now going to overtime exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes to get ready for halftime here in Mustang Stadium. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We are back here at Mustang Stadium. We are 90 seconds away from the start of overtime. For those unfamiliar with overtime rules in boys soccer, here they are. 10-minute overtime. If nobody scores in the next 10 minutes, we'll go to a second overtime for 10 minutes. And the next goal wins. If nobody scores after 2 overtimes, the game will end in a draw. There aren't no penalty kicks, and it's just 10 minutes of non-stop overtime. If there's no goal after 10 minutes, we will go to a second overtime. If nobody scores after 2 overtimes, this game will end in a draw. And both teams are back on the field. 10 minutes on the clock in overtime. Next goal wins. Bowling Springs got to get the ball. 1 goal apiece here in overtime. Next goal is the winner. Golden goal. And West Prairie is looking to remain unbeaten here at Mustang Stadium. Now, 1 loss of the year so far for Bowling Springs was on the road at Dillsburg against the Northern York Polar Bears. And we are underway here for overtime. Bowling Springs looking for a quick start here as the Bubblers in the white, West Prairie in the green. And we are here at overtime now. 1 goal apiece. West Prairie got the 1 goal in the first half on a penalty kick from Garrett Barlow. And Bowling Springs got the goal right back, late with a goal from Luke Toner. And that is your scoring summary. No goals in the second half, but both teams had spectacular shots in the second half, which we thought that one of those shots would eventually turn out to be a game winner. Instead, we are here at overtime. And Bowling Springs now with a good free kick opportunity right at the 30-yard line. 40 yards out away from the net. And Bowling Springs looking for the golden goal. Looks like it's got to be number 15, Logan Sokolowski. Deliver this free kick. 40 yards out from the net, expecting a strike right in front of the net. That gets past. That goes right into the pack of soccer players, and that is cleared up by the Mustangs' Justin Clegg. Last time up for both teams against each other was back up September 7th when Michael Weaver scored the 1 goal to give West Prairie a 1-0 lead. Now here we are in overtime. Great game between these 2 teams every single time. And now the Mustangs looking for a golden goal, but Bowling Springs is on the attack here inside the end zone, and that ball will go off the side of the net, and it will be a a Bowling Springs corner as both benches are on their feet, especially for Bowling Springs. They are about ready to explode. This is only their 4th corner kick of the game. First one here in overtime. Corner kick played in, cleared out by Michael Weaver. Weaver able to hang on, and that's got to get cleared out by the Bubblers. Bowling Springs, the Bubblers. A big-time performance here. Luke Toner with the equalizer. That ball gets off, and a free kick here for the Mustangs. Free kick right at the goal line here. And that ball's being picked up. Bowling Springs has been dominant on possession. West Prairie have yet to get the ball on the other side of the 50. And now Bowling Springs doing very well here in overtime. Just 3 minutes into it. Substitution coming now for the Bubblers. As number 24, Luke Becker is going to the bench, and coming in is number 27, Caleb Larkin. Caleb Larkin now in for the Bubblers. And long shot, taken away. And McKeever able to set that ball up. Michael Weaver chasing after it. And we're going to have a free kick for the Bubblers. Bowling Springs fans very excited about that call. A free kick for the Bubblers at the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. And that ball cleared up by Caleb Nickel. Bowling Springs has dominated on possession so far, and that ball almost got away. Great defense shown here by the Mustangs. Brandon McKeever kicks that ball out for Bowling Springs to throw it. 5.5 minutes left to go, almost halfway through overtime. The Bubblers have dominated on possession so far here in overtime. Throw in, cleared out by Zach Byers. Or excuse me, that was Tanner Sigler. And a long shot down the middle, and there was a Bowling Springs Butler right in front of the net, but Andrew Riesinger able to cough it up. And hang on, now halfway through overtime. First overtime here in Mustang Stadium. Should this game remain tied, we'll go to a second overtime. Tanner Sigler almost cleared that ball out. All it takes is one goal to win it here at Mustang Stadium. A huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup for both of these teams. McKeever able to get that ball away. Mason Sano could not hang on. West Prairie is obviously looking for a deep ball here to try to get a breakaway here. And Terrence Sigler finding Garrett Barlow now. Barlow, he's got Mason Sano wide open down the field. He did not get there. And nice job there for Justin Clegg. Oh my goodness, Garrett Barlow missed an opportunity right there. Mason Sano was all by himself on the far lower side of the field here. And he got a through ball there. That would have been onside and a great opportunity for the Mustangs. But Garrett Barlow didn't find Mason Sano. Instead, he's got to find Kyle Port up on the far sideline here. Kyle Port inside the end zone. And that ball's going to roll out for a Bowling Spring, or excuse me, no, a West Prairie corner here. Officials got to go there a little bit, making sure this is a corner, and it will be a corner. West Prairie student section on their feet, as well as a few other fans here at Mustang Stadium for the Mustangs. Garrett Barlow to deliver this corner, looking for a game winner late here in the first overtime. Corey Cake played in and goes off of West Prairie Mustang, but it goes right to Noah Mandel. It wasn't a strong header, but it went right to Mandel. It was a shot on target. That was West Prairie's first shot here in overtime. Should this game go to a second overtime, West Prairie will get the ball first. Ethan Dodson building up the pressure here. And he does get the job done. Throwing here for the Mustangs. And oh my goodness, we have a Bowling Springs player down here. And we're going to have a timeout here late in overtime. With a minute 58 seconds left to go. And we have a timeout here for injury. This could be big for the Mustangs. We're going to zoom in here and see who the injured bubbler is. It looks like it's number 15, Logan Sokolovsky. the injured bubbler here at Mustang Stadium. A minute 58 seconds left to go. Sokolowski is a sophomore. He is a midfielder as well as a forward. We're going to keep it right here. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel will be the next game for West Prairie Boys Soccer, as the Mustangs will be taking on Greencastle Antrim on Wednesday. No, I just zoomed in. It's number 15. Yeah. I know, it can be tough with when you got uniforms with white backgrounds and a golden number. But no, we zoomed in here on the broadcast and it's number 15. Bowling Springs will be back at home on Wednesday when they take on James Buchanan. And it's the first night of Officials Appreciation Week in the PIAA. Every season, every sports season, fall, winter, spring, PIAA will have a week to honor its officials. And without our officials, we would not be playing in overtime right now. We wouldn't be playing at all for that matter. So now we are back here after the injury timeout. West Prairie's got to have a throw in here. Close to midfield. Minute 58 left to go here in the first overtime. And hold on just a second. And a bad throw in here. I think Mason Sanders stepped inbounds where he made that throw, and that is illegal. So it's a turnover here that could be costly here for the Mustangs. And clear it back. Ethan Dodson getting out of the pressure, finding Josiah Twig, and that ball got past Ethan Dodson. And a quick run here for Cal Port. He actually jumps over the ball, and for good reason, that ball is going to go out for West Prairie throwing. Quick throwing here, looking for Garrett Barlow down the middle. And a cross here, low cross, and cleared out. Kept in by Caleb Nico, and a big shove there, but it's cleared out anyway by the Bubblers. Tanner Sigler hanging on, and finding Bryce Turok now. Final minute here of the first overtime. A big game for both of these teams in terms of playoff rankings. Bowling Springs is currently ranked number 17 in Class AAA. In the District 3 AAA power rankings, the top 16 teams qualify for the District 3 AAA playoffs. West Prairie currently ranked number 3 in the District 3 2A power rankings, with the top 10 qualifying for a District 3 2A AA playoffs. So a huge game for both these teams, and a high balance taken by Mandel. And Justin Clegg hang on here, but that's not going to matter much. We got a shot, but it's not going to matter. Time is going to run out here out the first overtime, as we are going to a second overtime here in Mustang Stadium. Tied at 1 apiece. We'll be right back in a couple minutes for overtime number 2. Somebody's got to win it, or we're going to end in a draw. We'll be right back. You're watching West Prairie Boys Soccer against Bowling Springs, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in 3 minutes for overtime number 2. So both teams are wasting very little time. And both teams are now out on the field getting ready for now the second overtime here at Mustang Stadium. 10 more minutes left to go. Both these teams, man, I gotta tell you, they gotta be tired. They have been playing for 90 minutes. You see that in professional level, but never here in high school. They gotta be tired. Tell you what, all these players are gonna sleep good tonight, especially if they're on that winning team. So here we go, overtime number 2. Getting started here a little bit early than a 5-minute break between both overtimes. And here we go. West Prairie getting the ball first. Garrett Barlow going down the middle, and he's got to find Mason Stano. That is Mason Stano, and Stano's got loose possession there. Caleb Nickel trying to get the ball away. Both these teams are looking for a quick golden goal. One goal is going to win it for one of these teams. If no team scores in the next 9:35, then this game will end in a 1-1 draw. A year ago, West Prairie was 4-0 before they had a surprising draw 3-3 against East Juniata on the road. Now here come the Mustangs looking to avoid a draw here in a crucial spot for both teams in terms of playoff hopes. And now this ball go away from Terrence Sigler, and we are going to have, oh my goodness, a corner here for Bowling Springs. Terrence Sigler laid it off, thinking that it was going to be a West Prairie goal kick, but now the Bubblers are going to have a corner kick here in the second overtime, just a minute and 10 seconds in. Corner kick played in. And it's a good shot. It goes off. And no, that's going to go off the goalpost here. But it's got to be another corner. That ball did go in for a second, but that was after the ball hit the goalpost. So it's got to be another corner, this time from the far upper side of the field. Bowling Springs, second corner here in the second overtime. The Bubblers looking for a game winner, but first a substitution here. That could be big for Bowling Springs with a fresh set of legs. Corner kick being played in, cleared out by Tanner Sigler. And a long shot that's going to go way off above the net. 30 uprights, no goals. As goal kick here for the Mustangs. Andrew Riesinger got to kick this ball as far as he possibly can. And he's got to find Kyle Port. Kyle Port going downfield looking for Ethan Dodson, but a quick speed there by Giesemann. And they're going to have a shove, and West Price got to have a good free kick opportunity here. Kyle Port got to look for a quick one. Instead, it's going to be Garrett Barlow now. Garrett Barlow to deliver this free kick. Might be taking a straight shot or going for the pack. He is going to go for the pack, and it's looking good from up here. A long shot gets blocked by Kyle Port, and Garrett Barlow is going to take it. Looking for Kyle Port down the middle and cleared out by Giesemann. Let's pray on a good attack here. Garrett Barlow looking to the far side here for Ethan Dawson. And Dawson is just going to waste the shot right there. An easy save for Noah Mendel. Time running out on both teams. One goal is the winner for one of these teams. Can somebody get it? Or are we going to end in a draw here at Mustang Stadium? This is going to go out for West Prairie, throwing in a good spot inside the 25-yard line. Bryce Turok got to throw it in, looking for Garrett Barlow, and keep it in now. Good passing around here for Bowling Springs. That ball taken away by Bryce Turok. Josiah Twig with the header. And advantage here for the Mustangs. A long ball, and there was no West Prairie Mustang player in sight. Second overtime, very quickly winding down. A draw here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it would be way better for one of these teams to score go-ahead goal. Actually, the game-winning goal. There's no go-ahead anymore. The next goal will be the winner. Here's Garrett Barlow. Barlow showing off his quick speed. He's hanging on to himself. And oh my goodness, we're going to have a foul here. West Prairie fans were looking for a yellow card. They will not get that, but they do get a free kick here for West Prairie. Garrett Barlow going back to the 32-yard line. Not a great distance here, but Garrett Barlow looking to get this ball right in front of the net. And it's a good one here. Kyle Port with the header, and that's going to go wide. And an easy save here for Mandel. That shot was not on target. Now over halfway through the second overtime. Many of these fans are not predicting a draw here, but West Prairie is threatening here. And no, Bowling Springs throwing here. West Prairie fans here cannot believe it. A nice pass down here for Ethan Dodson, and Dodson could not hang on. Here's Kyle Port. Pass it back to Justin Clegg. And Justin Clegg, oh man, not a good shot there. West Prairie fans saying, hang on to this ball, hang on to it, and try to get a good shot from a better distance. West Prairie fans starting to get a little frustrated now, and that ball is being kept in by Tristan Sieber. And Caleb Nickel could not hang on. Sieber with the ball now. Ball taken away by Justin Clegg. West Prairie needing to build up the pressure here with 3:18 left to go here in the game. Are we going to see a game winner or are we going to see a draw? One of those two things is going to come right here in 3 minutes and 9 seconds. There is no penalty kicks, but now we got fresh legs here. Substitution for both teams. As Braden McKeever is now in for the Mustangs. Here's Garrett Barlow now. And that's going to be a Bowling Springs throw-in. Fans of both sides are starting to get quiet here. Here's Garrett Barlow. Garrett Barlow showing off his good speed, taking a step back here. Inside the end zone there. Dangerous territory for the Bubblers, and Bowling Springs has got to clear it out. Josiah Trigg able to get it right back. And Garrett Barlow is not going to keep it in. Throwing here for the Bubblers. And now substitution here for Bowling Springs. Two minutes left to go here. Both these teams need to hurry to get the golden goal. As that ball is just going to roll out for a Bowling Springs goal kick. Bowling Springs might just be hanging on here, but they want that golden goal too. The Bubblers have never led in this game. Here's Caleb Nickel. Nickel looking for a blue ball here for Kyle Port. And Kyle Port is going to look for a cross on the middle, and that was Michael Weaver. He did not get up to the ball fast enough. That was the best chance for West Prairie for the golden goal. Brilliant cross from Kyle Port, but Michael Weaver could not catch up to it. If Michael Weaver got to that ball, that would have been the game winner for sure. And that ball get away here. 1 minute left to go here in the game. .45 seconds left to go. Bowling Springs threatening here. And this ball cleared away by Tara Sigler. Here's Kyle Port being hung on there. And now here's the opportunity here. 30 seconds left to go. Long pass intended for Weaver. Could not get to it. Now the Bubblers. Oh, good idea, but taken away. 15 seconds left to go. And we're going to have a foul here. But West Prairie needing to hurry now as Bowling Springs is hanging on to this ball now. As West Prairie with 6 seconds left to go. They are going to run out. Or no, we're going to have a timeout here actually. 2 seconds left to go. And everyone going up to the net. Solid Twig is up, and we end in a draw here. A fantastic game here for the West Prairie Mustangs and the Bowling Springs Bubblers. After 100 minutes of action, this game ends in a 1-1 draw here in Mustang Stadium. We're not going to have a break. We're just going to go right into the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report here. As West Prairie had a 1-goal lead early in the first half with a penalty kick goal from Garrett Barlow. And then late in the first half, Luke Toner for Bowling Springs with the equalizer that ends up saving the game for the Bowling Springs Bubblers to prevent a loss here. West Prairie on the bright side of this, however, they remain unbeaten here at Mustang Stadium. And both teams finish off the season against each other. And West Prairie with a 1 win back on September 7th against Bowling Springs when Michael Weaver got the 1 goal, and West Prairie had a golden chance late in the second overtime after a brilliant cross from Kyle Port. Could not find Michael Weaver down the middle. And that was West Prairie's best chance by far to get the game winner for the second straight game against Bowling Springs for West Prairie Mustangs. But in the end, West Prairie and the Bubblers, the Mustangs and the Bubblers, end in a 1-1 draw here. Tough one, but not a bad result here for both these teams. West Prairie now goes to 9-1-1 overall. They are now 7-1-1 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The Bubblers now go to 7-4-1 overall. They are now 5-3-1 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Next time up for both teams, Bowling Springs will be at home against James Buchanan at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. And our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel will be on Wednesday for West Prairie Boys Soccer's next game here at Mustang Stadium against the Greencastle Antrim Blue Dallas. That game is set to start at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. We will see you then. That's going to do it for us here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. On behalf of our Athletic Director Ryan Anderson, our high school principal Chris Ron, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School, Mustang Stadium. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Boys Soccer against the Bowling Springs Bubblers, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score of this one, West Prairie 1, Bowling Springs 1, and ends in a draw. Good night, everybody.